across YouTube and live from the History Roadshow studios in London. Welcome to the latest news with your host, Olivia Williams.
Hello, and welcome to History Roadshow News. This is the first in a new monthly series where we will look back on not only major events, but also births, deaths, and other historical stories. I'm Olivia, and today I'll be your host on this journey through time. Later, I'll have the host and creator of History Roadshow, John, on the show, giving you the latest channel updates and more. But first, let's begin in England. Philip Astley, born on the 8th of January 1742 and passing on the 20th of October 1814, was an influential English equestrian and circus pioneer, often hailed as the father of the modern circus. His legacy began with Astley's Amphitheatre, an established riding school in London, after he and his wife Patty Jones captivated audiences with trick riding in 1768. This venue marked the birth of the modern circus, a blend of music, trained animals, acrobatics, and clowns. Astley's first notable rival was Charles Hughes, a former colleague who teamed up with Charles Dibdin, a renowned pantomime writer. They opened the Royal Circus and Equestrian Philharmonic Academy, a direct competitor to Astley's establishment in London. Now let's take a look at a significant lady in European history who died on the 9th of January 1514. Anne of Brittany uniquely held the title of Queen of France twice, from 1491 to 1498, and again from 1499 until her death. During the Italian Wars, she also became Queen of Naples and Duchess of Milan. Anne was thrust into political prominence amidst France's attempts to dominate Brittany. Her father, Francis II, Duke of Brittany, was the last male of the House of Montfort. With his death in 1488, Anne, only 11, inherited the titles of Duchess of Brittany and Countess of Nantes, Montfort, and Richmond, becoming a highly sought-after heiress due to Brittany's strategic importance. In 1490, she initially married Maximilian I of Austria by proxy. However, this union alarmed Charles VIII of France, who viewed it as a strategic threat. Consequently, he launched a military campaign, compelling Anne to annul her marriage and align with France. Time now to turn our attention to the beautiful European country of Austria and take a look at Queen Katherine, born on the 14th of January 1507 and deceased on the 12th of February 1578. She was a significant historical figure as Queen of Portugal through her marriage to King John III and as regent for her grandson, King Sebastian, from 1557 to 1562. Born posthumously to King Philip I and Queen Joanna of Castile in Torquemada, Catherine was named after her maternal aunt, Katherine of Aragon. She was the youngest child, with all her older siblings, except Ferdinand, raised by their Aunt Margaret of Austria in the Low Countries. However, Catherine remained with her mother, Queen Joanna, known for her mental instability, during her imprisonment at Tordesillas, and this period included the regency of her grandfather, Ferdinand of Aragon, and the co-reign of her elder brother, Charles. Catherine was eventually released from her mother's custody for marriage, while her mother continued her confinement until her death. Now, let's look at some other noteworthy historical stories from January. In 1660, Samuel Pepys began his famous diary in which he chronicled life in London, including the Great Plague of 1664–65 and the Great Fire of 1666. In 1924, British Egyptologist Howard Carter found the sarcophagus of Tutankhamun in the Valley of the Kings near Luxor after several years of searching. 1863 was another engineering marvel of the ages when the world's first underground railway service opened in London, the Metropolitan line between Paddington and Farringdon. 1535 saw Henry VIII become supreme head of the Church in England due to the Act of Supremacy following his break with Rome. And finally, in 1901, Queen Victoria of England died after reigning for 64 years, the longest reign in British history, during which England had become the most powerful empire in the world. It's time now to welcome John along to this month's show. Hi, John. How are you and how has your week been?
Hi, Olivia. It's been good, thanks.
Sounds great. I'm interested in this week's series of videos about the Plantagenet kings. Can you give us any information on that?
Well, as many of our viewers know, I'm really into the shorts videos as a way of telling a story. I mean, it's quick and it gives enough detail for many who watch to gain some sort of knowledge on the characters or events portrayed. Now, if some of you haven't seen my latest videos on all sorts of different historical episodes of yesteryear, you can easily find the collection on the homepage of the channel. But doing a mini-series on the Plantagenet kings seemed like a really worthy series of videos. So each day, Monday through Friday this week, we'll have a different episode on some of the more famous and quite possibly infamous leaders this country has ever seen. And I'm hoping many of you will enjoy them.
I'm sure fans of the channel, and more so, the Plantagenet era of Britain will be super excited to see those. Thanks for your time today, John. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the show. I hope you found out something new. If so, please leave your comments below. And if it's your first time here and you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And, of course, subscribe for more great history videos here on the History Roadshow. Until next time, I'm Olivia, and thanks for watching.